snap!
Gamora, wait for us! Stop them short, brute!
Cowards! Face us!
Ride another zealot!
Way to take him to church, man!
You won't ruin her this time!
Ruin who? What's going on right now, Gamora? Do your thing, Drax!
Shield my wrath!
What the? Throw that, Drax!
No, it ain't my fault she's acting like this!
Church voter keeps pulling from its bag of tricks!
The ecclesiastic must be thwarted by state! Surgeons! With pleasure! Cowards! Face us!
Maybe let some of them run, Drax? You aren't the only one fighting this battle, Gamora!
She is not herself!
We just went bonkers!
Something's up!
I will ruin them all!
Lob it at him, big guy!
Been too long
breathing
since I
room,
blew
Bruce.
something up!
Not again!
Again?
You good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good.
Gamora, wait! Hold on a sec!
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flarked up church?
Of course not,
Just what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends? Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on, all things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like. I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I can take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenuburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. What say we go stop a nutjob cult leader?
Yes.
Incoming!
Wreck 'em, Drax!
No! I wasn't being insensitive!
Why are there so many of them?
Because they've been converting whole worlds!
Smash him, Gamora!
Order up!
Caught you, Drax!
My knuckles down to crack this metallic carapace!
Then let's all take a crack at hurting this thing!
Calm down, weirdos deserve it!
Send it their way, Drax! Drax, destroy!
Prepare for pain!
Raker doesn't know what he's in for!
He's in for a world of suffering!
Cynthia, we barely dented this thing!
Things built up! We need to really pile it on!
Make like a tree! Rush, Drax!
Yeah, we're all a bunch of men.
Rip him a new one!
There has to be a way to really hurt this guy! This won't hurt!
No, Gamora!
Much!
Well done, you two! A tactfully executed maneuver!
Rocket! Safety's off!
They are coming at us from everywhere!
I'm gonna stop them every
How do they have this many goons?
With access to the Cortex, who knows how many reserve forces they can bring in here. We gotta shut it down!
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way. Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
That sure is something.
You know, I used to spend a long time staring out at the rift, wondering where I belonged.
With us, Rocket. That's where.
He's right.
Yeah, I know that. Now.
Really? A fate force field?
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
So, Gamora... how am I supposed to drop the most interesting things he's ever done?
That's it, Peter! Let's go! We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead! Let's book it!
Now is not the time!
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. And you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light. And I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise, but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How I saw you die.
The form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Blitz him, Rocket!
On the left!
Fucking snipers! Gas cowards!
We need to close this distance!
We approach the dog's tower!
Hold on, Nicky! We're coming! What the?
Coach is choosing his team members!
Let's sever his ties that bind!
Bust out the smart bomb!
The Raptors will tell tale of our battles here!
Is that like a Catathian minstrel?
Healer is tottering! End his life!
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
I swear, if Warlock kills Raker,
Need some breathing room, Groot!
These deluded souls do not know when to wait!
Last time someone got stabbed!
Well, you're a big
This'll
target,
work!
that's
We
why!
can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge!
Leapfrog?
It's a... Just follow my lead!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see some look? Golden Boy and Uniparker are still at it!
Come on, the god stuff! Tom!
We're sitting ducks!
You're wrong on both counts!
He means we can't stay here!
On this we are agreed! Peter Quill,
Laura,
unleash
the
me onto
billboard!
these fools!
Good call!
You find more snipers over there, you saved me one!
No promises!
I totally laid out that psycho soldier!
Of course it was easier to get to before!
Crap! Now it's Nova!
These soldiers are deadlier than the local security!
Come on, cut him down! I'll use that!
I shall break their bones!
Well, you're a big target, that's why!
We approach the dog's tower!
And we're almost halfway there!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Make sure those snipers don't hit you either!
The Rhapsodists will tell tale of our battles here!
The what now?
Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that!
The Warlocks saved us from certain...
Scare the Raker!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Wipe them out, Rocket!
What's next, Peter?
Crap! Now it's Nova!
They're not Nova anymore, Peter! It'll be a slice!
Bombs away, Rocket!
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across!
We need to bring him in for an emergency landing!
Light him up, Rocket! Okay! We gotta get to that elevator!
At least the rooftops will provide some cover!
We don't need Golden Boy's help!
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes.
Regal rear.
His perfect posterior. His
Champion cheeks.
Look out!
Who you first, faithless?
Let's not add to our problems!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun.
If there weren't so many of them, I'd agree with you.
Well, you're a big target, that's why.
Put down another fanatic! Too close!
Make sure you don't fall off!
Draw their fire while I cross to the next room.
Okay! We gotta get to
How
that
many are there?
elevator!
It's like all of nowhere showed up.
As long as they're here, they can't go through with the... whatever they called it!
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Do your magic, Groot.
Says he can't.
Drax, buddy, let's make a hole.
That's one way down.
The best way. Look! They're still at it!
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Boom, baby!
Sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream.
All right, Groot, stretch away.
Groot thinks we'll be nowhere royalty once we save it.
Don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me.
Glad that wasn't wrong.
You are a valued member of this team, not a tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it.
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
No, more likely Magus will use the ritual's power to drain the life energies of all in attendance.
We won't have to worry about that. I know I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
I won't give up on her either.
Nor will I.
Yeah, and neither will the Grand Unicorn.
You will regret it.
Dumb are these Flartnards to even fall for this full Flarkment garbage.
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Oh yeah. Hungry is an understatement.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the Cortex. It is the Cortex.
How could that mud let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to asking yourself.
This isn't going to end well.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.
The beast is being exposed to the promise.
No! Get away from my dog! Keep them busy, Groot!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit! This is an historic
Gamora!
battle! The
Not
last
that!
stand of nowhere!
Something tells me we got more scraps ahead!
I will enjoy this!
Things pretty tough for an old machine!
Let's beat on it together! Think of it as team building!
We gotta keep it some breathing room, Groot! Put him up, Gamora!
To the bone!
Why does the dog not mind blaster?
Buy him some time to recover!
Can't figure out how to hurt this one!
They dragged the long Way to another take it to religion church, nut! man!
Another one? Go Rocket!
Cosmo! Talk to us here!
I don't think he hears you!
We're barely scratching the big thing!
Prepare yourself!
Cut to the chase!
This is an historic battle! The last stand of nowhere!
They'll be building us statues for this!
Heads up!
Rocket! Do your that nobody kicks a dog on my watch!
Especially not that one!
Time to grow, Groot!
This bullet sponge needs to be seen stars! This one is primed for punishment! Death has come!
Time's up!
That's right! You don't bark with nowhere to the hole! Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
We need to focus on taking it down! I guess this means there's no nowhere resistance!
The dog is not dead yet!
Save your ammo! It's a street
Feel
with a
this?
special
I will
syringe!
find you!
What the fuck are you doing? He's one of them now.
He's our friend.
Yeah, so is Drax. And I ain't going inside this flea bag's head.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that. Hey, buddy. Are you,
Take him out before it's too late.
Wait! He's still in there. I can hear him.
I hear only barking.
Focus your mind. He's there.
Oh, Flark, it just shoot the nuts!
No!
Easy, bud. Friends, remember?
Is Peter Quill? Cosmo knows never lie.
Yeah, buddy. It's me. It's all of us.
Where is Cosmo smelled? Smell of nowhere.
Where else would we be, Furbrain?
His mind is addled. Or he is simply a dog.
He doesn't see us. He's still in the promise.
Cosmo, where are you? What do you see?
Blue sky and cars to chase. Cosmo is back. Doma, how you say? Home.
He's talking about Earth.
Smell of fresh grass. Feeling of dirt between paws. No psychic burden, just walkies for going. And the ball for fetching.
If you missed your home planet, could you not simply return at any time?
Not the time that matter. Same reason Catarthian not go home.
Nowhere is your home. Right here and now.
Nowhere is nothing. Dead heads, mined for scrap.
It's way more than that. This place is special.
If by met you mean I saved your bark, then yeah, we met here.
It's true. Nowhere was first place since Earth. Cosmo not feel like stray dog. First time, Cosmo forget what was lost.
This place is a haven for misfits like us. Like you. It's home. Earth is just some rock where you were born.
It's not about rock. It's about what Cosmo had on rock. Foot of bed for sleeping, belly for rubbing, color with name.
You miss being someone's property?
Cosmo not property. Belong to family. Then one day, family gone. Men in suits send Cosmo into space. Cosmo searched many dog years for those he lost, but yet.
You had owners. It sounds like they gave you up.
I lost my family too. My mom died right in front of me when I was just a kid.
Then Piotr Quill should know. Cosmo would work like dog to have family back.
If they are part of this promise, these humans are most assuredly dead. Do not be swayed by the bribe of their return as I was.
Promise is only empty until fulfillment be. Perhaps it's Catarthian who lost hope too quickly.
Come on, Cosmo, you gotta know this doesn't smell right.
Piotr Quill is right. Cosmo human have no smell.
They are wicked perversions. You must bite them with all your might.
Be gone! Cosmo not fetch your lies.
That's it, buddy, you tell him.
Nowhere is Cosmo home be. His pups, his family. Will protect at all costs.
Sick 'em, boy!
Should we help him? I mean, we may need him.
I am optimistic for the beast's recovery.
Cosmo's got his mission. We've got ours. Let's get to the Cortex. You think he'll be okay?
He's got a thick coat.
All right, I still got access codes from when me and Groot were on vacation.
You mean when you quit the team?
Why do you always gotta be so... Flark! Attacking Scratch Snatchers! Gah!
Cosmo changed the codes.
I guess so.
All right, people. Let's find another way through.
Perhaps you entered the code incorrectly. I have made the same mistake.
With those sausage fingers? Of course you have. These nimble digits don't make mistakes.
Drax, can you handle this?
An intriguing texture. I fear I will regret this.
Just don't start kicking up dust.
So, stolen codes, jail time. What exactly were you and Groot doing down here before?
We picked up a job from a Signog at Mantlos, while you were off looking for the mutt.
What job?
The less you know, the better. The Flark was that?
An earthquake?
Unlikely. We are not on Earth.
Whatever they're doing, I think they just took it to the next level.
I know it's slow going. Blame the Flarknards who wrecked everything.
Ritual must be starting soon.
Good question, bud. How do we know we could even stop something this powerful? Probably a question for the bug lady. Too bad she ditched us.
To save her people. She knows what she's doing, or...
Raker said Nikki chose nowhere for the ritual, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time letting... Yuck.
I am so done with brains and the Universal Church of Crap.
Drax, how do you keep from breaking your hands smashing through everything?
Catathian bone density.
But you don't even have cuts on your knuckles.
Tathian skin test.
Guardian of Galaxy, Cosmo is owing Bolshoi debt.
Welcome back! Hey, we've got an army of church dudes between us and the Cortex. You coming?
Yes, Cosmo is retaking power of security, where his pops are hiding. Without power, nowhere is being lost. Pops too.
Gotcha. Be careful up there, buddy. It's not the shield, it's the bug. Enough already.
You all but said it! Let's kill this guy!
What's the large one's explosive?
Drop him, Gamora!
Like a hot nut feeling really exposed in this pit!
More room to pick hard!
Cut him down!
It is best to avoid the levitating
Guys, huddle up!
Feels like we've been fighting these creeps for cycles. Not sure how many more of them we can take on.
She's right, Quill. Me and Groot have barely got any legs left to stand on. If things don't improve, we may be forced to give up.
Look, I get it. Feels like we've been fighting these crazies forever. But we can't turn around now. This is our life. Because we're the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. And if anyone wins today, it's us. So who's with me?
Wultop's field
Can't
must
wait to
wait!
take him down!
Oh, yeah!
Close the distance! Don't let them push you off!
I'm on him!
Stay put! Never see it coming!
This is so...
At least it's something dry this time!
The assassin has sabotaged the large one's equipment!
I'll enjoy this!
Toss him around!
Die with honor!
Punch down that giant brain drain!
Perhaps our enemies can find out! Face first!
Carve him a new one!
This is a site of power! A fine place for a bloody battle!
Let him have it, Drax!
Those poor goons got brain security detail.
Gross.
That's a lot of brain powder.
Yeah, that stuff will turn your airway to sludge. Gray lung, they call it.
Good thing I've got my mask.
Oh, that won't help. Them particles are so fine, they're already seeping right in. Probably already got them.
Those are already gray.
And you know that...
I have seen them. Many times.
Drax, little help, Peepo?
Readily.
Set her down, bud.
What are you doing? That's the way we came.
I'll be quick.
Groot's asking if there might be tiny people living inside our heads, like nowhere.
It is a valid question. Many homes are made from wood.
Groot, don't listen to the scary man.
Drax, over here, hurry.
I move as swiftly as is necessary.
Quill, you know I was just messing with you.
What's that?
There ain't no such thing as gray lung.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, you so fell for it. Gray lung.
Did you guys know?
Oh yeah.
Naturally.
You're always good for a laugh, Quill.
I think you can anchor to this wall.
Seems doable.
Here will work.
Going ahead. I'm surprised Thanos never tried to take Nowhere's resources during the war.
Don't ever underestimate the Collector's political power. He's got something to bribe everyone.
What do you see?
Same stuff, but higher.
Ugh, I have brain chunks stuck between the ridges of my boots.
As do I.
Like somebody's melted gum.
Nobody better trail none of that gunk into my ship.
Careful, this place is practically falling apart.
Could be all of nowhere looks like this soon.
It'll get back on its feet.
Giant head does not have feet.
It used to.
Done in record time. Oof, got a crick in my back because of that.
So they just up and left all this once they discovered the Cortex?
If by up and left you mean that mutt went barking mad and booted everyone out, then yup.
Hey, Groot, think you can get me up there?
I'm Groot.
Right about there.
This seems impertinent to the task.
I want to get a look from up high.
Scoping.
This place smells weird.
It's the brains. Goes sour if it sits too long.
Smells like metal and, I don't know, something else.
Kriya.
What's that?
It's the waste product of a large Katakian slug.
I'm not sure slug piss is exactly what I was thinking of.
It is unmistakable. Whoa! Tremors have intensified.
That's one way of putting it.
It is an accurate statement.
Well, it don't help none. Oh, what have they done to you?
You, okay, Rocket?
No, I ain't okay. The Cortex, nowhere. What's gonna happen to this place? This filthy dump of cheap booze and shady units is the closest thing I got to a home.
This isn't the first time someone's tried to take over Nowhere, and it won't be the last. We've still got Cosmo on our side. Once we give the church the boot, he'll whip this place back into shape.
Hopefully not too good a shape. Thanks, Quill.
Minor hiccup we need to consider. How do we even shut down the Cortex now that it's all supercharged?
Yeah, there ain't gonna be an easy off button on that thing.
Any chance you can hack it?
We ain't talking about some junky appliance. This is the Flarkin Continuum Cortex, one of the most powerful artifacts in the known universe.
The Cortex isn't the problem here. It's the Flarknards who've hijacked it. We take them down, and the Cortex is just a machine with nobody at the wheel.
You know there is a wheel. I saw no wheel.
Yeah, there ain't no wheel, but I don't like the idea of just leaving that thing powered up with church scud. We should focus on them faith conduits. I'm betting they all route through the same junction. That's gonna be the weakness.
Soon to be one less.
Getting real sick of these skiffs bringing more doom!
They can send as many as they like. Wow,
Rocket! Blast! It's breathing room!
Get the point?
Drax! Shut him down!
Meet your maker!
Where is Warlock?
Probably yelling bad poetry at somebody.
Fiends! I will find new ways to kill you!
Drax likes to get his hands dirty!
Yay! More frames up ahead!
More worried about the collapsing floors! This is how it's done!
No mercy! Our mighty battle shakes the very ground beneath us!
Just be careful with the stops there, big guy! Took out one of the Nova Corps nut jobs!
Quill's killing loopy cops now. Music to my ears.
Getting real sick of these skiffs bringing more dooms!
They can send as many as they like!
Love it at 'em,
They
big
will all
guy.
perish.
Still don't hear no ritual.
Perhaps they know we are near!
This has got my name on it!
trying to destroy!
Ready! Yeah, they keep flying in more creeps. I'll keep putting bullets in them.
This whole city is going to collapse!
Not if we shut down Raker's stupid science project!
We can't keep getting pulled into skirmishes.
It's like we have any choice.
All right, group, let's make a bridge of our own.
Just watch out for quakes.
Man, I really hope Warlock makes it to the finish line.
No, Goldie ain't counting on us. To him, we're just a bunch of scuts soiling his fancy boots.
All right, easy now.
So, once we get Nikki, we wait for Warlock to catch up?
And the bug lady.
Our plan requires a great many people.
Who said saving the galaxy would be easy?
Let's just take it one thing at a time. Get Nikki and stop this fulfillment thing.
How pragmatic of you.
Trying not to count my chickens before they hatch. Careful, it gets a little... Whoa, 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 whoa!
Peter, do you want to do the honors?
Totally. Watch this. Surprise, Scud
Thanks for saying what we're all thinking.
Rocket! Fuck! Punch it! They're crawling out of the woodwork!
Good! More for the bloody reaping! We'll tear down this church, wizard!
So glad Eggman is on our side right now! I'm on it!
Almost there! Push through this!
About clocking time!
My mind fills with rage!
Oh man! You guys are in big trouble! Keep some breathing room, Groot!
Haven't had a brawl like this since the war!
We will give them a battle to rival the Galactic War!
Fly flies away whenever I get close to hitting them! Having fun preying on the weak?
Creeps are coming from everywhere!
Good! More for the bloody reaping!
Lock and load, Rocket! Whole lot of pain coming your way!
It is too fast!
Once he's down, we'll get your chance, Drax! You don't stand a chance!
Well done! He shall fly no more!
Let's see that supply on the herd! Round him up, Groot!
Is the whole church here?
Their focus should be divided between here and Lamentis, right?
Wizard! We stand before your temple gate! Come out and die!
That was awesome!
Once we get inside, I'm on Raker!
I will respect your battle claims! The bloodlust is strong! I am losing control!
Just keep it pointed at the other team.
Punch their lights out!
Got a feeling we ain't gonna like what's on the other side of this.
It can't distract us from our task!
Final stretch, people! Everything you've got!
We will regret angering the Cathathian warrior!
Keep the breathing room, Groot! Drax Claw! Gamora!
Ah! The mechanical beast is running out of limbs!
Past time someone got stabbed!
Punch him up!
You will tear down this church, wizard!
Just try not got to break the cortex when we get in there.
Dropper! I said dropper!
That's one big bad scum
Cut to
robot.
pieces!
Bruce, you're up!
We've got to apply more pressure!
So many of them. Gonna cost me a fortune in ammo.
We'll build nowhere for
Good riddance.
Now the true battle begins.
Everyone ready? Game face is on.
I have only one face.
Well, put it in mean mode.
Ha! Done!
What's everybody thinking?
I'm thinking if Goldie didn't finish him off already, I got a grenade with Raker's name on it.
Engraving an explosive is imprudent.
Whatever they're up to with the Cortex, it stops now. This is nowhere. Our nowhere.
Destin right. Let's show these Flartnards the door.
I'll show them my blade.
It will be a glorious battle. We are with you, Peter Quill!